Hey, everybody. Um, earbuds are not saying that I'm connected, so hopefully everything is okay. Um, keep saying connected, disconnected. Let's try again. Hang on. We're going to try the other one, see if that makes a difference. Maybe. Earbuds might not be working today. They worked before the live started, but now they seem to not. Okay, Melissa said it's good. All right. Sorry about that. If you're watching on replay, let us know in the comments, hashtag replay. Give me a minute to get things set here. Oh, all of a sudden I unmuted myself. There we go. That was some sort of magic. Okay. Hi, Shar. Hi, Mary. Mary, you're in Iowa. What's going on in Iowa? It's not where you normally are. That's okay. So if you're watching on replay, put in the comments hashtag replay. If you're watching live, tell me hi. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me where you are if you're somewhere out of the ordinary. Um, and hi, Oriana. And give everybody a minute or two. Mm, University of Iowa for hubby's cancer. Oh, I hope everything, I hope they have good news for you. Nicole working on another one and done. Ooh, I have that sock. I'm gonna grab that too. Hi, Jean. Nicole, can you, if are you able to put a link in the comments to the pattern that you used for that shorty sock? I know I pulled it up, but I was on my phone and my phone is now talking to you guys. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to grab that sock. Mary, doing your first test knit. Ooh, what kind of project is it? Liz in South Carolina. Good, good, good. Hi, Noelle. Okay, Hallie playing catch up since I didn't much knitting time. Mom was at U of M, working on last year's and this year's MCAL, plus many others. Oh, Oriana, you got started on a 2-foot cowl. Awesome. Mary, a colorwork cowl. Neat. That's fun. Sometimes I like doing test knits. Sometimes I don't. I kind of choose. So I want it to be something that we can demonstrate or like, show here in the shop. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Today is October 14th. Also, it's Melissa's birthday today, you guys. A few of you probably got to see her on Saturday when she and her fiance stopped in here, but it's a big 4-0, you guys. So we're so lucky to town and on the live with us too. So hi Val, hi Sherry. Sarah, hi. Yeah, sleep's overrated. Oh, there we go. Nicole posted the link. Excellent. Yes, everybody give her the love. Okay, so today is October 14th. I got myself all out of order today. That's as far as I got. So hi mama. Yarn shop located in downtown Saginaw, Michigan, inside the SBRC marketplace. The whole marketplace is open Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. The yarn store is open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So we're here an hour earlier than most of the other do multiple things. Just make sure that you can kill some time here if you get here before 11. Let's see, where do I want to? I have so much in front of me today. I can't decide where I want to start. We are going to talk about projects. I will wait and talk about my Stephen West Go Dynamo mystery knit along until the end. So if you don't want a spoiler, then you can tune out at that point. I am just about halfway through the second clue. This one is definitely taking me longer, but I also don't have on which to work on this. So Not sure if I'll be very, just for fun. It's not for any competition by any stretch. So one of the first things I want to show you is Nicole mentioned the last couple of weeks that she was working on a pair of shorty socks with one of the sock mini kits. So I talked about these. They're kids, technically, they say the kids special edition self-striping kits. They put pictures on there so you can see what they look like. But Nicole wanted to see if she could get a pair of shorty socks out of, I couldn't figure out what was in the tote. So it comes with two 30-gram balls. They're regular size sock kits, payoff socks, a little toe up. She has a size, I think, Nicole, did you tell me you have a size 8 shoe, or a little bit of a longer cuff? As long as you don't have a huge foot, I think you would have enough to do these. So a really cute idea. She's got one done, wanted to show it off. She was kind enough to one of these little mini kits. So the purple box shades of blue, which I think is kind of cool. Still don't know how much they are because I still didn't put any prices on them. Why would I? Whoever's in charge, she needs to like slacken. Oh, 8.5 shoe. Okay. Mary, the purple one, you want the one purple one I have left? So that's the thing that Nicole finished. It's not anything that I finished, but I can still show it off and brag about it. I don't have anything that I finished, but I did start 2 new projects and I had some time. No, I didn't. I really didn't. I need my mom here to help out. Yes, I do. I decided maybe I should do some gift knitting. So I started a scarf and a hat. So last year, you might remember me talking about my friend Nathan and the little like newsboy style hat that I knit for him with the brim on it. He had asked, he kind of mentioned about a scarf, and so I make it now so he can get it for Christmas. And I want it to be a surprise. And I found this pattern called A Good Scarf. And it's a reversible unisex, super simple pattern, but totally worth paying for the pattern. And it calls for DK weight yarn. She says right in the description on Ravelry, it's a 1-row pattern. So it's easy to memorize, but it's a really well thought out pattern. And I'm using Earth Unique worsted. So they're unique yarns, like the butterfly yarns are self-striping. This is a worsted weight self-striping yarn. And here's what I have so far, because I started it before Clue 2 came out, and then Clue 2 came out, and it's gone by the wayside. But so it's a self-striping yarn. Most of what you see is in garter, but the cool part is on the opposite side, the ribbing is offset. So it's totally reversible. Look at how nice and flat it lays. This is what I'm really impressed with. The fuckering because of the rib, because of the way it's designed. So it's a really smart pattern. Definitely worth the couple bucks to pay for the PDF of it and for a Christmas gift. It'll be really easy. It would be a good social knitting project. There are some slip stitches in there, but super simple. A scarf out of 2 of these. And it's really, really squishy too. So it would be one that would DK weight yarn. I'm using worsted, so I did go up a needle size from what they said, but it would be easy enough to modify to any weight yarn and have a great, easy scarf. If that's something you're interested in, we do have multiple colors of the self-striping yarn in worsted. Some of them are even stripes, some of them are uneven stripes. I have so many colors, I can't even hold them all up, you guys. Is that the same as that? No. Which one's that? This is 24. There's this really pretty one. That would be a really fun scarf. So option of the colors we have is their Pantone 2024 color, which looks like this in the skein. And this is the fingering weight version, but you can still kind of see the idea, the progression of the colors, which is kind of fun. So for 2 skeins, a good unisex scarf. It's called a I got a request from, haven't you saved in your favorites already? See, it's just meant to be. It does seem like, I mean, just in looking at it, a simple pattern to have in your repertoire, in your library for a scarf. My kiddo requested a hat inspired by, I don't know if it's an image from a 21 Pilots album or something they posted on 21 Pilots concert a week or so ago. And now everything is 21 Pilots. So this hat looks a little bit like the cat ears hats because it's these red stripes in it. So the pattern I found, and it's a crochet pattern, is called the cat ears beanie hat. And of course, I'm not just doing it in one color. While Victoria was here, we picked out colors for the hat. And of course, she wants chunky and she wants Malabrigo and she wants all the beautiful colors. So this is what I've got so far. So in the photo, I wish there was a way that I could share the photo with you too. I almost printed it off, but essentially this is the halfway point. So the other end will mirror from here. So it'll go gray, dark, bright, dark, gray. And so it's lighter stripes in it. And it's crochet. It uses a lot of yarn. And I know it looks really big, but that's because it's meant to have this big brim on it too that folds up. So you can kind of see what it would look like. But because I am sort of following the pattern, but not really, using a yarn heavier than they call for, trying to do it in a different way because the pattern is written so and then you work it twice as wide and fold it. And that just seemed silly to me. Why would you fold it this way and have the seam across the top and down versus just making it twice as long and then just only having to seam the sun? I'm making things more complicated for myself. I already ran out of my first skein of the dark red. And I'm going to say it's a good thing I love my kid because this is not an inexpensive hat, but she's totally worth it. And I'm wearing the hats that I've made over with her slouchy beanies on. Granddaughter and friend went to the 21 Pilots. So I'm trying to recreate this. I got this far and this took me like 2 days the way I wanted it to. So it's sort of on hold. I went gung-ho on it because I thought I could get it to her before the weekend was over. And I thought, how cool would that be, even though she requested it for Christmas. But now I need to maybe take some actual time and sit with it. But I know that, is it Mecha or is it Noventa? Noventa. So it's one of their newer in the last couple of years bases. It's a bulky single ply superwash and just the tones in it. And this is all half double crochets in the back loops. So you get that texture on both sides. So I started it and now it. But absolutely gorgeous yarn. And you all know how it is. Somebody requests something and you wanna have it. You wanna share the yarny love. Looks like it is inspired by a hat balaclava. Yeah, he has it like a balaclava, so it's like covers his whole face, but she didn't want that. Yeah, Donna, they would not try and reinvent the wheel again. I've the Stephen West mystery knit along. I wanted to kind of talk about my sweatshirt because I'm surprised nobody's commented on it. A few of you have seen me in it. I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I think it's really cute. So, and maybe on Facebook where most of you are, you can't see it. But this is says Save the Pumpkins. If you come one of the vendors here in the marketplace, her name is Diamond and her business is DIAR or Diamond in a Rough. And if you look at the pumpkins up close, you can see little diamonds on it. And then she's got the little ribbon over there where it says DIAR. So it's warm in here, but I wanted to show it off today because I thought it was really, really cute. So between Diamond in a Rough and Thrive Creative Innovations, and there are things that the business owners themselves have really innovative and creative, and they have all kinds of cute new stuff. So it's just kind of a reminder that while you're here, maybe take some time. It's not a bad idea. Annie's pretty good about it, but the rest of us make our legs so we're not sitting so much and walk the market and see what's here. Lots of good stuff. For those of you who came out on Saturday for I Love Yarn Day, thank you for joining us. We had a nice little crowd and we got to put some tables out in the space across the hall and it was a good time. Let's see what else I wanted to talk about. Oh, I have 2 holiday kits left. Liz, you'll have to let me know if you got your kit yet or not. It is on its way to you. Yeah, it went out the other day. I can't remember what day, but Malabrigo and Blue Sky partnered up to put together these holiday cowl kits. And these are the colors that come with it. So it comes with 3 50-gram skeins of Malabrigo's Caprino, which we have here and we've used here before. This is lovely, lovely stuff. So you get 3 colors of the Caprino, and then you get 1 skein of Blue Sky's newest base, which is, they call it Prairie Fingering, but it's 50 grams, 273 yards. And it's 2 kinds of alpaca. So it's Surrey alpaca and baby Wakaya alpaca. 2 different breeds, just like you have different breeds of sheep, merino, BFL. I know there are more. I just can't think of any right now. There are 2 primary breeds of alpaca, and I think Surrey is the softer one. Wakaya is the more popular one. So it's this deep purple. And it's interesting. It's kind of, I was winding I was winding Liz's kit before I sent it out to her the other day. And it's definitely thicker than like a mohair silk blend. It's got the fuzziness to it. Should be there Wednesday. Yes, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be beautiful. But it almost looks like a boucle style. And so you get the little kit pattern. It comes with a download of the pattern, unless you have us print it out for you. I can't get everything in this box. So they're $75. I have 2 kits left. Both are the same colors. That's kind of the colorway they chose for the kits. So I got 2 of those left. What else do I have to talk about? My mom mentioned to me earlier today that Curious Handmade is doing another, oh, there we go. Now we have none. Holly's got one, Oriana's got one. Okay, so those are gone. Curious Handmade every year for the past few years has done 4 days prior to Christmas, like an Advent, and it's designed to use those Advent mini skein kits. But she suggests if you don't want to use 24 different mini skeins, you could use 5 skeins of a fingering weight yarn in sort of a gradient tools. I've been playing around with some of those because Mama asked me to. 5 colors in a gradient are hard to do, even with the giant wall of fingering weight yarn that we have. So if you are somebody, Jackie, Melissa, you who collect mini skeins, it would be kind of a fun one to do a knit along with. So it's called Knit Vent 2024, I think. And I think it's out for pre-order. That I'm not sure. But we were playing around with colors, so I've got them here on the table. That's what made me think of it. Other than that, if you are part of the Wonderland Yarns tour of the season, which is their block of the month club with the sport weight yarn, if you haven't gotten September, we've got that here, and we've got October. It just came. I just got it out of the mail today. So if you are part of that club, next time you're in, let me know and we'll pull yours for you. Or Sarah, in your case, I will text you a picture, make sure it's something that if you participate, you know who you are, you know it's here. I can't believe it's almost over. It seems like we just started it not that long ago. And now we only have, well, really after this one, 2 months left. Crazy. We've got a bunch of new stitch stoppers on their way to us. Those will be here soon. Thanks. A few like fall Halloween ones left, maybe a couple Christmas ones. Okay, so before I show off the Go-Go Dynamo shawl, chat about local businesses and stuff. I know I talked about Diamond and Rough and Thrive. But I posted yesterday, I got to do a support small Sunday with V because she was home for the weekend, and we had a little bit of extra time, so we took a drive up to Harrison. I used to camp seasonally up and called Up North Coffee quite frequently. So I was missing that since I haven't been camping up there in a bit. Last 2 camping changing, and even driving through Saginaw today, the maple trees are getting that vibrant red, which it's a beautiful year for colors. Driving through Midland or past Midland, there's a section on US 10 Powell property, and they have so many maple trees, and I've always loved driving through that section because of just the vibrant colors. But even along 10, along 127, so take some time and get out for a drive. We live in a beautiful place, and it really is probably my favorite time of year, despite the fact that I love summer and I love to be warm and I love to be in the sun. But to be able to wear my sweaters and my jeans and throw on a hoodie, sit around a campfire, enjoy the colors. I don't know. There's something about fall. The only downside is I know what's coming after that, but what are we going to do? It's where we live. We love it. They also have, it's worth a drive up there because it's not just a coffee shop. Attached to them is a really cool gift shop. Time I've gone in there and not bought anything. There were a lot of things that caught my eye. There were a lot of things I took pictures of and texted to people. They have, the cute little quote signs and mugs and all kinds of stuff, books. So worth a drive. It's only an hour from Saginaw. So if you're in Bay City, it would be less. If you're in Midland, it would be less. If you're up north, maybe even less. All businesses all over the place. Okay, so reminder about upcoming events. This Saturday is the Makers Market, and this is their Halloween Makers Market that would be upstairs. Nope, let me back that up. This Saturday is Art Jamboree. Art Jamboree used to be monthly. The organizer backed off a little bit, so it's like every other month. So from 1 to 6 up in the ballroom this Saturday is Art Jamboree. Some really neat local artists. You get to talk to them. You get to see their stickers too. Oh my gosh, you guys, how long has it been since the lights have gone out on me? See if I can throw something. Well, I can throw something, but it didn't turn the light back. Okay. I didn't have to go far, but apparently I'm sitting just far enough away that. Oh, you missed that, I'm sure. So 1 to 6 this Saturday is the art jamboree upstairs. So great way to start thinking about holiday shopping. 15th and 16th. And that will be up in the ballroom also. November 15th is a Friday, and they'll do like shop and sip in the evenings where you can get a glass of wine or a mixed drink and wander around up there and shop. And of course, down here too. And then that Saturday, I don't know the dates. I don't know the times for the Saturday. Usually it's most of the day, the 11, like 11 to 6 or 11 to 7. But that's the Holiday Makers Market, and it usually gets quite a wide variety of vendors up there. So another way to shop small, get unique gifts for people. The Friday the 25th, which would be a week from this Friday. So just as a reminder, if you've got little ones, grandkids, grandneighbors, nieces, nephews, we're past the word on that. We've got trick or treating here at the marketplace. I have to get myself out and start buying candy. So those are the upcoming events for the market. Okay, so let's talk about I keep wanting to say twists and turns, and that wasn't even last year's. That was 2 years ago. I have them all. I've pointed them out. West Mystery Knit Along. Let's talk about that for a few minutes. Like I said, I am halfway through Clue 2. This is a Mystery Knit Along that runs the month of October. There are 4 clues. They come out on Thursdays. So Clue 3 will come out this coming Thursday. It's a shawl, and it's a big shawl. Those are usually the two things that we know about them. And we know that it's 2 colors. So my 2 colors are pink and green. And everybody that's come in this week has really commented on how the camera doesn't do it justice. It's funny. Now this sweater that's right there is awfully close to, apparently I like pinks and greens together, and I've been doing more of it. I've got it on a nice long cord now, and it's taking me about 20 minutes per row if it's just stockinette. But then there are these little bubble stitches. So there's a little stripies up to this first set of bubbles. So it's so big and so long, but I wanted to stretch it out just so you could see kind of the overall look. So section 2 was you have an option for brioche, or you have an option for first section. I did this 2-color brioche. So the main color is the green on the backside. You can see the pink kind of pops through a little bit more. He does recommend, and we recommend it too, if you've not done brioche before. This is not a terrible brioche project, but swatch first. Do just like a little thing. Oh, you continue to add stitches, Melissa. Every right side row, you add 2 more stitches. It's getting a little bit wider. Not progressively, but still we're at stitches. It's more stitches than that. So if you've not done brioche before, I would recommend swatching and playing around with just knitting brioche straight is easier than 1-color brioche. It's just kind of easier to see what you're doing. You're either knitting a stitch or you're wrapping, slipping and wrapping a stitch. And it's just a lot easier to take it back or try and see what you're doing right or wrong on a smaller swatch versus Karen's. If you've seen Karen's, she did sort of 2-color brioche. She did her blue, which is her main color for the prominent here, and then she did is the color difference. I feel the same way, Melissa. Brioche is so squishy. I love the fabric it makes. It's not my favorite to knit because I have to pay attention to I have to actually look at my knitting when I'm doing brioche, because it's like one yarn over. It's not hard. It's just you have to pay attention to what you're doing. So the next section that will be right above these little bubbles is going to be garter eyelet up and down. But I wanted to incorporate both. So people that want to make this in the future have a good visual of what it looks like. But I love, love, love these 2 colors together. They're just absolutely beautiful. And who knows what, I did want to does recommend to pull those when you do these little like dippy style stitches pretty tight. Maybe I mentioned this last week, but I don't remember. In order for these little bubbles to pop through, is leaving them a little bit longer, and you get kind of the effect, but definitely it's a lot more open when you don't snug up. That I think you can see the difference. These I can kind of stretch out the same way, but it's all about the texture of everything. There's a lot of texture going on in this, or seen before. It's just, the way he mixes things up. So, well, I mean, I've done modular knitting before. I haven't necessarily done these little half circles and then the stripes between the half circles, but it's not rocket science, and it should be fun. And if you get tricked up, that she was having a little bit of an issue with the way her stitches were being picked up with the stripe section, stop in and see us. And, don't rip out what you have until you come along and help you correct it. If you rip everything out, we don't have any way to figure out what it is you're doing right or wrong. So just something to keep in mind. I still have quite a bit of both of my skeins of my first skeins of both of my yarns. So doing pretty well on yarn so far. He says you need 2 skeins of each color. So hoping that those who were holding off because they wanted to see kind of how things progress are inspired to maybe start now or start picking your colors. So when it's done, you can go ahead and get started on yours because I think I think it's a fun one. And there's no pressure. I method, and the best word that I've come up with, especially for his mystery knit alongs, because he does all these tutorial videos and really walks you through step by step. It's empowering to knitters because it gives you the freedom to know you can make mistakes. It encourages you to, it's like, okay, well, I just won't do an increase. And as long as it's not lace where everything has to line up just right, it's fine. Say yes, don't stress. That's his mentality on things. And it should be enjoyable. And I think his projects are enjoyable. They are, the last year's mystery knit along was a little stressful for some people. And that's completely understandable because there was a lot going on with that one. But this one is nice. Once you get beyond that first section, there aren't a gazillion ends to weave in so far. We still are just carrying up the yarns. So I hope you consider it because we're really having a good time with it. Okay, I think I have touched on everything that I wanted to talk about today. So business as usual. We are here in the shop. I will be at my house. So the windows and all kinds of things like that. So but Karen will be here and we hope to see you. I hope everybody has a great week. I think it's supposed to warm up a little bit, which is good. I actually turned my heat on last night. That was the first time I turned my heat on in my new house. Baseboard heat's not bad. It heated things up pretty quickly. So I was pretty